Hello everyone and welcome to the Albert and Billy show here at WUAT Radio, and you're watching us on BTC Fiber TV channel 18 and on the BTC Fiber YouTube channel. Get on there, like and subscribe and comment. Leave your comments in the section below the episode. Well, nice comments anyway, like I always say.
If they know of anything
If
nice.
it's not right. But yeah, get on there, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, folks. And leave some nice comments. Yeah, we like those. We like those. And of course, you can watch all the original shows on channel 18 as well, BTC Fiber. And it's every episode of each series, so get in there, check it out, folks. How you doing today, Papa?
Well, still sore from falling the day before yesterday.
Right. Well, I was going to be nice and not mention it since you brought it up.
I'm still very sore.
Thank you.
Still very sore.
Papa's having trouble lately, folks, walking and chewing gum at the same time, right?
I had my cane in my hand and I was walking.
Well, at least you had the cane.
I had
Because I would have got on you folks about her. He didn't. So I'm proud of you for that.
I was walking on the walking track.
It's that 1 foot, I guarantee it, right?
I don't know which foot it was.
Well, yeah, I mean, if history repeats itself on this, more likely that is. One wants to drag, basically, doesn't it?
Yes.
That's, yeah. It's the balance is the issue.
I believe it's
the balance.
I lose my balance.
Yeah, that's the issue. I think that's probably what they need to look into, is see what's causing the balance issue. That would be a big help, wouldn't it?
I think if I whittled about 30 years off my age, that would help too.
Well, I'm sure it would, yeah. But I think the balance, it's a balance issue that can be fixed. So I'd like to see that happen.
But if I could whittle 30 years off, why not go for 50?
Exactly. If you can whittle yours off, then why not go for big, you know? Go for it all. Well, folks, it's a hot one. It's been brutally hot all week long here in Pikeville.
Starts out
and
at
the whole
70.
Squatchy Valley, really. Do what?
Starts out at 70.
Yeah, exactly. That's when you wake up first thing.
It gets up to 90 plus.
But it feels like 100 plus. The heat index has been terrible. It's so humid outside, especially this week. And then it's just annoying because it's either really, really hot, or if you are outside, you better be in some water, and you better be drinking some water, or it's pretty much raining or thunderstorming, but it's like there's really no in between here lately.
That was some more rain we got yesterday. Somebody told me
all week long.
4 inches yesterday. Is what
Yeah, one day, I guess it was yesterday, the day before, it rained. It was yesterday. Thunderstorm really all day long. It rained hard all day long. But it's been a washout all week like that. But the sun is out today though, folks. But
it's
like
pretty.
I said, it is pretty outside. But it's extremely hot. That's summer in Tennessee anymore, right?
Well,
that's for sure.
July's about gone.
July is the hottest month in August. They are the scorchers, that's for
we
sure.
Still got August to go. I had not thought about that.
Oh, sorry to remind you. I know, like September, it starts feeling a little bit better.
Yes,
Towards the end of September, a lot better, really.
Then you get into the fall.
Yeah, I'm ready for fall. I'm already over summer. It's just too hot. Too hot. Well, we got some birthdays to mention, Papa.
Yes, we do.
So, let's mention them. We want to wish a happy birthday to Hubert Robertson. His was on Wednesday the 19th. Happy birthday, Hubert. And yesterday, the 20th, was Toby Stanifer's birthday, so happy birthday to Toby. And then today, we have Ronnie Sapp and Michelle Raines. Today's their birthday, so happy birthday to Ronnie and Michelle. So I hope Hubert, Toby, Ronnie, and Michelle, all y'all did have and are having a great birthday.
Yeah.
All right, well, now we'll have some things to tell you guys about. I'm going to get a official flyer. A promise from the producer, I might add. Put him on the spot here. But I say that because it's really hard to read this, and well, I'll just leave it at that. It's really confusing, the write-up is on it. So I'm giving it my best shot. But on July the 28th, folks.
A week from today.
Yeah. So I gotta get a flyer. It's a football fundraiser. I do know that. I do know it's at the high school, and that it's a quarterback club. They're involved somehow. I guess sponsoring. I'm not sure. Because you can get a Boston butt for $50. It says. That's from 3 to 5 p.m. But then they're doing plate lunches that day also though, and that's at 11 a.m. And it's $10. You get barbecue, chips, drink, and dessert. And if this is Michelle Range is involved, so I need to call her because the birthday girl's involved. So give her a call, folks. If you have any questions, call Michelle at 447-2022, 447-2022. If you have some questions, there's a 4-team scrimmage that night. I don't know who the other 3 teams are though yet, but I do know it's no cost for the scrimmage, and that starts at 6 p.m. So a big day that day, for sure. A lot going on. We do know it's at the high school. That much we have been able to figure out, been able to cipher from this.
Well, if there's 4 teams, there'll be 4 quarters of ball.
Yep. And I'm sure it will be set up like something similar to a jamboree. But I just know Bledsoe's playing it and hosting it, but I will let you guys know who the other 3 teams are as soon as we know who they are. Also, let's see, Papa. We've been talking about this, though. We've been talking about this, and we'll tell you guys again. It's called the American Flyer at the Bledsoe County Fair, August 5th through the 5th this year. Tomorrow, Papa, we've been talking about this, so it's finally here. Tomorrow is, I guess, when you can say it officially kicks off, because it's the Fairest of the Fair pageant. That is tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. So that gets things kicked off. That's the Fairest of the Fair. That is tomorrow, and I'm assuming that's at the fairgrounds. It doesn't say, but I'm assuming that's where it's going to be.
This is big in the lives of those girls competing.
Yeah, it is. And we had the winner, previous winner on here a couple of times, Alani. We'll have to have her back sometime. But anyway, as I was saying, the Fairest of the Fair kind of officially kicks it off, but you do get a week off from it though, and then it starts back up on the 29th, looks like, the 29th, with the Parker Harlan Horse Show that night. That's at 5 p.m. Then the 31st is when inside exhibits can be brought to them between the hours of 3:30 and 7 p.m. And then on August the 1st, we got a chicken and rabbit show at 5:30 p.m. And then we got beef, sheep, goat, and swine show at 6:30 p.m. Some of these are just funny to say. I don't know, this anytime I hear the word goat or see a goat, I cannot help but laugh. They are the funniest creatures I think I've ever seen. Especially the ones that faint, the fainting goats.
Yeah, I mean.
But anyway, you can see goats, and of course you can also see beef, sheep, and swine on August 1st at 6:30. And then the exhibit hall will be open August 1st from 6 to 8:30 p.m. August 2nd is Senior Day at 9 a.m. And it's also Youth Night with live music kicking off at 6 p.m. Then a speaker at 6:30 p.m. And the exhibit hall open. I'm just going to go ahead and, well, no, it's not. Well, they changed the hours up on me, so I'll have to say. Well, the exhibit hall is open that night once again from 6 to 8:30. August the 3rd is Farmer for the Day plus live demonstrations. That is at 5:45 to 7 p.m. The bouncy houses will be there on August the 3rd from 6 to 10 p.m. The pet show will be on the 3rd as well at 6 p.m. And I've been talking about, I'm interested to see this because I've seen donkey basketball, but never donkey baseball. But donkey baseball is on August the 3rd, and that will be at 7 p.m. I'm going to check that out, Papa. I think it's going to be funny. And the exhibit hall that night is open from 6 to 10 p.m. August the 4th, we got Tom's. I'm assuming this is our kin folks here, Papa, Tom Roberts. He's going to be there DJing. It's called Tom's Tune DJ. I didn't even know that. But it's Tom Roberts, folks. He'll be there DJing from 5:30 p.m. to 7:15 p.m. Farmer for the day once again, plus live demonstration will be from 5:45 to 7 p.m. Bouncy houses once again. Basically everything's the same on that. 6 to 10 on that, as well as the exhibit hall. But the rodeo is that night. That'll be the headliner that night. Rodeo will be at 7:30 p.m. And then August the 5th, the last day of the fair, they'll have a cornhole tournament. I like that idea. That'll be at 2 p.m. And Brian Simmons will be singing from 4 to 7 p.m. He'll be on the stage. And then once again, Farmer for the day plus live demonstration at the same time, 5:45 to 7 p.m. The bouncy houses from 6 to 10 p.m. And the rodeo will be the headliner once again, ending things at 7:30 p.m. And that is a rundown of the Bledsoe County Fair for you.
I believe there's a total of 3 rodeos.
Yeah, there is, because when you had the Parker Holland is the horse show, but yeah, there is 3 rodeos. And so the chicken and rabbit show, I've never seen that. I'm sure there's actually more than what they've even mentioned, I'm sure. Of course, the rides, I guess, will be here, I'm assuming maybe on the 29th. That would make sense. I would say that's when the rides are here, folks.
They'll be here for a week.
Yeah, they will be. All right, well, I'm going to let you do some announcements because that was a mouthful, Papa.
We've got a kids' crusade going on up at the Shadyvale Church of God, where Ronnie Holloway serves pastor.
Yeah.
And tonight will be the last night. It started on the 17th. And they want the people to come at 6 o'clock tonight, and they'll have food, they'll have puppets, they'll have the Word of God, they'll have fun. They want everyone to come and have a good time. So that is the Kids Crusade at Shadyvale Church of God.
And when is that again?
That is tonight.
Okay.
It started on the 17th, and this is the last night.
Oh, okay.
Also, the Legal Aid of East Tennessee is coming to Pikeville, and they're going to come on the 25th at 10 o'clock in the morning. And this is a free service for low-income families that qualify, and you get any kind of civil legal problems solved at that time, and that includes consumer, housing, veterans benefits, and government benefits. So reckon I could get in benefits.
My horse thing to do is tell you no.
This also covers food stamps.
There you go.
And it covers unemployment.
There you go.
It covers teen care.
Yeah, it covers a lot.
So if you would like to call to find out more about this, call 423-756-4013. And they will be happy to assist you. That's coming on Tuesday, July the 25th.
They've been around for a while. They've been coming up here for a few years.
They come on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
Then tomorrow morning, down at the Lusk Community Center, there will be a
breakfast.
Big country breakfast.
And
this will be from 6:30 in tomorrow morning until 10. And this is designed to help them with their summer expenses, the utilities, the building, the grounds, whatever.
Yes,
and if you would like to make a donation, contact Melanie Knight at 423-618-0404, or you may contact also Wendy Gwynn at 423-661-5873, or Tony Coleman This is at 423-605-9304. That is the Big Country Breakfast at Lusk Community Center tomorrow morning at 6:30. Also, there is...
I don't know how many numbers you're going to have to do
well,
there for a minute.
they've got 3 people to contact.
Yeah.
And then this is something that started way back a few weeks ago. On 7:30 to 9, there is a Main Street stage.
Oh.
There is the movies.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Yeah.
And they also have line dancing.
Oh, okay. I thought so.
And the
That's on
movie is
Thursdays?
the 3rd Friday of each month.
Oh, okay.
Lady and the Tramp is the one that's currently showing.
Okay.
The next one to be seen.
And the line dancing is every Thursday. Okay.
But they want you to bring your own chair and bring a blanket.
I guess some people do, but it's too hot to even consider that.
To go with the movie, there is free popcorn.
There you go. I like that idea.
They want you to enjoy this.
Yeah, I think they're getting a pretty good turnout for it too.
That sounds good.
That really does. I like that. I hope it continues to do well. Well, you set that there, Papa.
All
I think
right.
that was enough announcements.
I think that's enough.
Well, now it's trivia time in
All
Tennessee.
right, let me tell you, you hit upon this nerve in my being. You said you wanted some of these trivia questions to be localized.
Well, themed. I just said like a theme. Yeah.
Okay, I have been doing that.
But you said you had some ready, so I said,
I've got some
time,
ready.
do it.
But I want you to know the trivia questions are set through the first Friday in December.
Oh, okay. Well, dang, I didn't know that. So
I have got I've got some that will be right down your avenue. All right.
That's talking about being prepared now.
Now
that's good.
These are haphazard.
Okay.
What is the name of the Red Sox stadium where they play baseball?
Oh man. Oh, and I know it.
Yeah, you should know it.
Oh man. It starts with an F, right?
It starts with an F.
Fenway. Yes.
Fenway
Park. Yes. They finally broke that curse a few years ago. Remember that?
Yes, they did. Who broke Babe Ruth's home run record for 1 year?
Just for 1 year?
Well, I mean, Babe Ruth set the record for 1 year. His production of home runs
Babe Ruth
was 60.
Yeah.
Who broke that record?
Possible Hank Aaron, maybe?
No.
Well, that's a good guess.
Hank Aaron broke his career record.
Oh. Dang, I don't think I know that one.
Roger Maris.
Yes. Maybe one day I'll remember his
I told you that he hit 61 home runs in 61.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Okay, who did Roger Maris play for? What team was he playing baseball for?
Well, I know it wasn't the Yankees.
It was.
Oh, it was? I got lucky on that one, folks.
We have an October spectacle in baseball once a year.
That's
it's
World
called the World Series.
Yeah.
What month does the World Series occur in?
October.
October.
Because you told me at the beginning.
I did?
You said, yeah, you said we have an October gathering.
That's the first
I
mistake.
shouldn't have told you.
That's the first mistake I ever made. Okay, tell me what.
But in all fairness, I knew that one anyway.
You should have known that.
Yeah.
The Babe played for Boston before he went to this last team he played for. What was the team that he finished his career with?
Babe Ruth. Well, I mean, I only know him as a Yankee.
Yankee.
Okay, good deal.
Who did Casey Stengel manage for?
Casey Stengel. The name kind of sounds familiar, but
he had a way of talking. They called what he said Stingelese.
no, really, he really must have had a way of talking then.
He had a way of talking.
And he was a coach, you said?
He was the manager of what team?
I have no idea.
Yankees.
Dang it! Well, I might as well just stuck to the trend there then.
Now, let me ask you this. There was a popular player. His name was Sandy Koufax. He was.
I've heard that name.
Okay, who did he pitch for?
Dang. Dodgers?
Dodgers.
I thought so.
Where does the Denver baseball team play their baseball games in? What stadium? What's it called?
Denver, they're the Rockies. Is that team? Right? I think so. Do they play in Mile High?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I just guessed because of Broncos.
I didn't think you'd know that.
Surprised you there.
We drove by that stadium when it was being built.
Oh, wow. That'd be cool.
I don't remember what year that Eddie.
Well, it wasn't like a long,
Clyde.
long time ago because Mile High's, still relatively a new stadium, a nice stadium.
But anyway, when you get outside Denver, I mean, you're in Denver, and all of a sudden you're in the boonies.
Yeah, that would be weird.
I've never seen anything like a city like that in my life.
Really? I've not been to Denver. I'd love to go to Denver because I'd like to see Colorado and Montana.
Colorado was pretty, but Wyoming was.
Wyoming too. They're all right there together, and those are the prettiest ones.
There's nobody in Wyoming. When we were there, there was 970,000 people lived in the whole state.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're smart people. I'd say they got peace and quiet, and they can just relax and chill.
That's where the deer and the antelope play.
Yeah, that's true.
That's all I have in trivia.
Okay. All right. We'll thank our sponsors here before we go to commercial. Thank you to Citizens Tri-County Bank, Bilbrey Insurance, Scotty's, the offices of Janine Boynton, Lisa Wheeler, and Michael Walker. Farm Bureau Insurance, that's Matt Massengale and his friendly staff, and they're in South Pikeville, right by Putnam Reed Funeral Home. Nickel Row Antiques, our closest neighbor, and like we always say, you can come in here and just about find anything you're looking for. You
will find things you did not know were here.
That is true. Lots of choices. And don't forget their new store, which is just a block away now on Spring Street. Go check it out too. Okay, they've opened that up. So
it's antiques too.
It's very similar to Nickel Row Antiques. So check that out too. That's just a block away on Spring Street. Also, State Farm Insurance. Thank you, Nick Smith. Milldam Outdoor Adventures. The Morgan Brothers Barbecue, and then the Bank Walker Brewery. Also the Bank Walker Brewery, they're doing Thursday nights is a pool night. They're having like a pool league, but now anybody can join this though. They want us to mention that, so that's something new they're doing there. That's on Thursday nights, and then also the Pikeville Family Restaurant, which is Morgan Brothers as well, along with Jeremy Reed. So Pikeville Family Restaurant is back open for breakfast, and it's good. I highly recommend it. Also, it's Lola's right here on Main Street. Go check that out. She's got a little bit of everything as well. Collier and Company Realty, Michelle Collier, who's been on here a few times. Check her out. Also, Lee Station Baptist Church, Bill Wolf and Lee Station Baptist Church, thank you. And Southern Pearl Florist Home Decor and Gifts at their new location on, did we say Cleveland Avenue? Yeah. And also the Daily Stop on the bypass. And the bypass, I know it's a gas station, but they got good food too. They got good pizza, I know that. They
always have a bunch of cars and trucks filling up with gas.
You dang right, that place is always booming. They really are. And also, I can't hardly read the last one, but I think it's quilting time, right?
Yeah.
That's a new business.
On Cumberland Avenue.
Right here on Cumberland Avenue. What doctor did we say?
Dr. Smith.
Dr. Smith. It's in the former office of Dr. Smith, and of course they will be adding on to it.
But it's quilting time on the window. It's painted on the window.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, it's quilting time, and that's a good name for it.
Yeah.
And they will also, of course, be expanding to the loom, but that'll be a little bit later. So
they're working on it.
Yeah, they're working on that, folks. So thank you to our sponsors, and coming up after the commercial break, we'll have some sports of all sorts for you and some good old Albertology.
We've got a bunch of sports.
Yeah, and also, of course, with Albertology comes the jokes at the end. You gotta stick around for that, folks.
Yes.
He's been on a roll here lately. We'll see if he can keep it up. That is all coming up right after the break.
Welcome to the Dunlap Mercantile, located in the heart of the beautiful Sequatchie Valley at 15664 Rankin Avenue in Dunlap, Tennessee. Stop in today for some Mayfield ice cream or a cup of community coffee, and if you're interested in renting this venue for your event, call 423-949-2552. Stay tuned to DunlapMercantile.com for concerts and events coming to the Dunlap Mercantile in 2021. God bless.
Welcome back, folks, to the Albert and Billy Show here on Channel 18 BTC Fiber TV. And like I say always, check us out on BTC Fiber YouTube channel, BTC Fiber Facebook page, Albert and Billy Show Facebook page. Check all that out as well, folks. We do appreciate it. And what's going on in sports, Papa? You said a lot, so let's get down.
The Wimbledon final started last Sunday on the 23rd.
Oh, they were
the
interesting.
16th, and
they were very interesting.
It went 5 sets.
Yeah, the men's was really good. Huge upset.
Djokovic, and
Alcaraz.
Alcaraz was from Spain.
Yeah. He's 19 years old.
He's
19. He's going to be good. He won Wimbledon.
It went 5 sets, started at 6 o'clock our time, and it kept on going and going and going.
It was unreal.
But the King of Spain came to watch his citizen
Wow.
compete, and that was something else.
That really is.
I'm sure no sovereign entity ever attended the Wimbledon finals.
That would add to the numbers, I would think.
Kovac was trying for his 24th title.
Oh yeah,
And if he had won Wimbledon title, that would have been his 5th title at Wimbledon.
I think in a row they said too.
I did not know that. Now
I believe they did. That's great. That would have been great. Actually, Papa, it's pretty dang impressive to win it 4 times in a row. Though, think about it.
Well, the major titles in the last 20 majors that have been decided 17 times by either Rafael Nadal or by Djokovic.
Yeah, we have Federer. It's been a little bit longer, but yeah, Novak Djokovic, Rafael Nadal, Roger Federer, 3 best players to ever play, and unfortunately, they all played in the same era.
Isn't that something, though?
That amazes me.
Well, one nullified the other.
They did.
But at the same time, both Federer and Nadal and
Djokovic, they've all
got 20 some odd titles.
Yeah, I just think if they got to play in an era by themselves, they would absolutely dominate. On the women's side, it was an unseeded player that won. She had some great shots. Like soft shots, wasn't just out there hammering it, like some of the craziest, most beautiful shots you'll ever see, like drop shots. The other girl that had no clue where that ball was going. I mean, it was crazy. She was unseeded from the Czech Republic. Von Rusova was her name.
Well, you take the two Williams sisters, Venus, and what was her sister's name? Serena. They asked Nadal one time how he could win so many titles. He said, "I don't have to play the Williams sisters."
That's true.
Okay. At the end of the regular baseball season, halfway, my Dodgers were tied for first.
Are they?
The second half's already started, but I wrote this down several days ago.
So they're having a good year.
Well, they're not. Their best pitcher, Clayton Kershaw, has been sidelined with a shoulder injury for several weeks.
Oh,
that's not good. That's not good.
Is he back yet, though?
No.
Oh, no. Okay.
The basketball star, James Harden.
Yeah.
He's wanting to play for the Clippers next year, and he wants to go to any length he can to get there.
Wonder why.
Well, I'm sure he can just about call the shots.
It's got to be something like that.
If I were his boss and he told me I was dissatisfied with you, I would try to get rid of him.
That's true. That's true.
Okay.
Now he held it down for the Houston Rockets for a long time. I'll have to give him that.
But I watch him. He's more of a disher now. He's more of an assist player.
Yeah.
He's not as heavy on the scoring.
I guess not. He doesn't have to do as much, maybe, because with Houston he had to do a little bit of everything. He did.
Okay. In football, Oklahoma and Texas is going to be playing in the SEC.
I don't like it.
The rivalry between Oklahoma and Oklahoma State has continued for 117 years.
I guess not now.
And it's gone.
It's gone because of greed, like everything else.
But isn't that something?
I mean, let's face it. At the end of the day, that's why they're doing this.
One more fling with the tennis. Djokovic was so dissatisfied with himself with one of his plays, he took his racket and smashed the net post, and tore up his racket. They fined him.
Did they?
$8,000.
Oh, really? Well, I'm sure he's thinking big whoop, like that's not even going to phase him. He might be a little upset that they did that, though. I mean, if it done all that damage, I guess maybe that's why. I don't know.
And also the Jeremy Pruitt mess that Tennessee has inherited.
Yes.
I have been hearing some ridiculous accusations on television about how widespread it was. There are over 200 infractions that Jeremy Pruitt was guilty of.
Golly day,
over 200.
That's ridiculous.
And here they're talking about it now. Why didn't it come to the light when it was happening?
Why didn't it?
Tennessee has been fined $8 million for his misdemeanors, and
that's kind of crazy, ain't it? Cause I mean, he should have to pay a lot of it, if you ask me.
Two more side notes to this. They had to forfeit 11 wins that they inherited that they had to give up during the Jeremy Pruitt era.
I don't like that.
11 games that they won. Also, one good light is they were not penalized about the bowl bid. I think I mentioned that.
Well, that's fair. They shouldn't be, because it's already pretty steep as it is. And, I mean, he took it upon himself to do a lot of these things. And I don't know, sometimes I just wonder. I mean, I'm not saying it, but let's face it, Jeremy Pruitt's an Alabama guy. I did not like him as a hire from the get-go. And I thought, why would he come to Tennessee? Just to run them down even more in the ground?
Maybe he did it on purpose.
If that was the case, he succeeded in that, didn't he?
Maybe he did it on purpose.
Yeah. Obviously, he was extremely crooked and we didn't know it.
Jimbo Fisher is still at Texas A&M.
And I did say that they should give him another year.
Well, they said on television, not before last, they said that if he does not win 8 games this year, he's gone.
Okay, well, at least they're fair and are telling him.
He's hired Bobby Petrino as his offensive coordinator.
Oh, wow. Didn't
So
see
that will give
coming.
him some additional help.
That sure will.
I think Petrino was
That's a
in
good
Missouri.
hire.
He was
in
in
Louisville, yeah. I mean, he's had success.
Okay.
He's no joke, so that's a good hire.
Now, last week we were trying to think of the man that went with Bernie.
Oh yeah, Ernie.
Ernie Grunfeld. It was called the Ernie and Bernie Show.
Boy, now I feel dumb. We couldn't think of it, and they even rhymed. Ernie and Bernie. Yep, that's it.
Okay.
They were good back then, weren't they?
Yes, they were. Last year, Georgia won 15 ball games.
Yeah.
But this year, they're
championship.
projected to win 11.7 games.
Well, because they're losing a lot of upperclassmen.
Alabama is projected to win 11 plus games.
Good.
Out of 12, how are you going to do that?
Wait, say what? 11 out of 12?
11.7, 11.2 or something like that.
That's kind of dumb.
Of course, you got a bowl game.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I feel like they're both not going to be as good as they were last year. So that's a pretty bold prediction that's my opinion. Tennessee could have a record like that for all we know.
Well, you
The
go back
talent's
to
there.
Georgia. They played in the bowl game. That was their 15th win. They played TC.
It was a national champion. Well, they played in the
TCU.
playoffs, so they won 2 games in that.
Okay, but
Yeah, they beat TCU.
won TCU over TCU 65-7.
Oh, it was
That's the
good.
largest win margin in
Oh,
bowl
yeah.
history.
Well, let's face it, Papa. TCU did not deserve to be there.
No, they didn't. I'll agree with you. I'll agree.
And it showed that night.
Auburn has a new coach,
Oh, really?
and
Who'd they hire?
I don't know, Leach.
Oh, okay.
I've
I've heard that name.
Anyway, it was a name that
Mike
I'd
Leach,
heard
maybe?
before. Anyway,
Yeah.
they were 5-7 last year. In the SEC, they have won only 2 ball games, 2-6.
Yeah.
But they have 2 consecutive seasons where they've won less than 5 games,
Yeah,
less than 500.
they have been very un-Auburn-like the last couple of years.
Oh, okay, it was Hugh Freeze.
Yep.
He's going to be their 31st coach.
Now, he can coach. He can coach. He was at Ole Miss. He got in some trouble.
They're projecting they'll win 6 ball games.
Well, mate, I get that, the first year. But now, you'll see an improvement in them probably.
Tennessee is projected that they have a 1% chance of winning the SEC. 1%.
That's a little
And yet-
ridiculous.
And yet last year in the
They beat
Oh.
Alabama and Florida and barely lost to Georgia. I mean, come on now. That's crazy.
Tennessee last year averaged 46.1 or 46.7 points per game. That was more than anybody in the nation.
Yeah, it was unreal.
And yet we have a 1% chance
Yeah.
of winning the SEC.
Whoever done that apparently don't like Tennessee at all.
I don't understand.
That's not a realistic pick there. That's not even realistic. That's downright stupid. They have a much
Alabama.
greater shot than that.
Alabama has a coach. His name is Saban.
Yeah.
And I think, in listening to prognosticators and analysts and everyone, in my opinion, he is the standard because for 15 years he's won at least 10 ball games.
Yeah, that's very consistent.
In 16 years he's won 189 ball games. That's over
That's a lot.
11 ball games wins per season.
Yeah.
So that's 11.7. That's almost 12 games a year.
Dang.
If your whole career, 16 years, you can average 12 games a year
Yeah,
and wins.
that is kind of crazy, ain't it?
That's wow.
And he, I have to say, he won a national championship at LSU as well.
Well, he's won 7 national titles,
Mm-hmm.
more than any other
schools.
coach.
Mm-hmm.
But Tennessee's
Well,
projection,
the recruiting is a big factor in that too. He's a good recruiter.
he has a plus there.
Mm-hmm.
Tennessee is projected to, though we won 10 ball games last year and lost 2,
Mm-hmm.
We are projected to win 8 games this year.
Okay, I'm convinced that whoever wrote this is definitely not a Tennessee fan, and apparently it's making them lose their common sense, because that's just not.
If you
doesn't
won
make
10 games
sense.
last year and just lost 2,
And
you
you're-
would think you would
yeah.
do that good this
Yeah, because they're not losing a bunch of players or nothing.
No.
So that's a
and
dumb
the
pick.
quarterback is okay.
Yeah, I don't know about whoever wrote this. I don't know about you.
But anyway, that's it in sports.
Okay, well, Albert, give us some Albertology.
I have some interesting sayings I want to. These are a collection of sayings that I've gleaned over the years.
Okay.
There are 3 faithful friends a man must have: an old dog,
Mm-hmm.
an old wife, and plenty of money. Men married because they're tired, women because they're curious. Both are disappointed.
These could be the jokes.
Love your neighbor as yourself, but don't take down the fence.
That's right.
That's Carl Sandburg. The meek may inherit the earth, but the earth inherits us all.
True.
I can resist everything but temptation. Oscar Wilde. It's a woman's business to get married as soon as she can, and a man's business to keep him married as long as he can.
These are funny.
Here lies my wife.
Oh yeah.
Let her lie. Now she's at rest, and so am I.
That's the best one yet.
Conscience. The voice that tells you not to do something after you've already done it.
Yeah.
Echo. The only thing that can cheat a woman out of the last word.
Oh man,
I'm afraid
those
we're
are
going to get
good.
another rain and my windows are down.
That might be the joke of all right there.
Hospitals. Places where people go who are run down wind up. Now this is the last one. Love is the feeling that makes a woman make a man make a fool out of himself.
Those were good, Papa. Those could have been the jokes.
I've still got some
Man,
more.
that was
I've still
funny.
got some more Albertology to go.
All right.
These are
what we got here, Papa?
these are things that you see in the funeral business.
Okay.
I was in the
And
funeral business
yeah.
for 10 years, and so I know some of these.
Yeah.
When you hear the phrase "passed into the arms of God," that's another way of saying they're dead, or gone to meet his maker,
Right.
or expired,
Yeah.
or deceased.
Yeah.
Burn and scatter. This is slang for taking ashes out in the oceans,
Oh.
also known as bake and shake.
I did not know that.
Also in the funeral business, consigned to earth means simple you buried them.
I like these very blunt definitions.
I want to deviate just for a minute. Queen Elizabeth I,
Uh-huh.
let's hand it to her. She had 2,000 pairs of gloves.
Goodness.
Can you believe that?
No.
2,000 pairs of gloves.
That's crazy.
Okay. 257.
Yeah, we probably spoke too soon about it being sunny and pretty outside.
Oh,
I think it's raining so. Well, I know it is. It's a lot of heat showers. That's why it's raining so much. It's so dang hot.
Okay, Will Rogers, Frank
Yeah.
Sinatra,
Yeah.
Whoopi Goldberg, Jimmy Stewart, Fred Astaire, Jerry Lewis, Robin Williams, Chevy Chase, David Letterman, and even Paul Hogan hosted the Academy Awards. But
Okay.
guess who hosted it most?
I don't know.
Bob
Hope.
Hope.
Okay, that makes sense.
He was the host 17 times.
Dang.
This is what he would say.
I don't blame him though.
He would say, "Welcome to the Academy Awards," or as we say in my house, Passover. Because I've never won an Oscar.
Oh,
Billy Crystal.
that's a good one.
Billy Crystal was the host 7 times.
Yeah.
Johnny Carson 5 times.
Oh, okay.
Johnny Carson is the only non-movie mogul that ever hosted the
Oh.
Academy Awards.
Well, yeah, but I get why they got him though. He was probably the highest rated late night show for a long time. The Tonight
Yes.
Show.
This is driver asleep. These are bumper stickers on the back of a car.
Well, that would be a terrifying one there.
Friends help you move. Real friends help you move bodies.
Dang. That's pretty good.
Time is the best teacher. Unfortunately, it kills all of its students. If we are what we eat, I'm fast, cheap, and easy. Stress is when you wake up screaming and you realize you haven't been asleep yet.
That'd be some severe stress there.
Proud member of PETA, P-E-T-A.
Yeah.
People eating tasty animals. Heart attacks. God's revenge on people for eating his tasty animals.
These could be these are just as funny as the jokes, Papa.
Some people just don't know how to drive. I call those people everybody but me.
Yeah, I have a lot of that thinking. A lot of people think like that, I believe.
Okay, you ready for some jokes?
Yeah, because we've been pretty much telling them anyway.
Well,
Those were good.
I've got just a little bit of more of Did You Know. Did you enjoy that Did You Know?
What, from last week?
Yeah, from
Yeah.
Chattanooga.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can tell us a couple of them.
Do you remember Jim Neighbors?
Mm-hmm. He was
There's
either
a
Gomer or
picture.
Goober,
There's a
wasn't he, on
picture.
Andy?
There's a picture that someone drew of him.
Oh, okay, yeah. I can't remember which one he was.
He was-
Goober.
He was from Gomer Pyle.
Oh, he was Gomer Pyle. Okay.
He was from that Gomer Pyle, but he was the film editor at Channel 12 in Chattanooga
Oh, I never knew that.
in the 1950s.
Dang, didn't know
What about
that.
that?
Well, I did not know that.
McKee Baking Company. They're the one that makes Little Debbie's.
Okay, yeah, I knew that was in
They're in
Chattanooga.
Collegedale. They're the largest independently owned snack cake producer in the United States.
Okay.
At peak production, Little Debbie, the plant, can make enough cakes in 4 weeks to stretch all the way around the world.
Dang.
Before
Wow.
plastics were invented, the Tennessee River mussel provided all the materials for buttons.
Really?
The mussel shell.
Wow. Didn't know. No, I didn't know none of these. Well, I knew the Little Debbie one. I knew that one.
The nuclear reactor for the first atomic submarine, Nautilus, was built by Chattanooga Combustion Engineering Company.
Didn't know that one.
No, I didn't know that one.
So far, it's just been the Little Debbie one. One more. Then we'll do some.
In 1953, that was the year Karen and I got married,
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was fresh out of seminary school, and he applied for the pastoral position at First Baptist Church on East 8th Street in Chattanooga.
Oh.
The members of the congregation turned him down because they didn't think he had enough experience.
Ooh.
So he had to go
Oh, wow.
somewhere else. But can you imagine?
I bet they felt stupid a few years later.
I bet they felt like that's
Yeah.
not right.
No.
Okay. Some jokes.
Yeah, about maybe 4. Since it's
Over dinner,
pretty warm.
Jill said to John, "I met this horrible and rude man this morning downtown, and right away I knew he was a troublemaker. He started to insult me. He used really bad language.
Right.
He
So what
even
tipped you
threatened
off?
me with bodily harm."
Well, dang.
So John is really upset. He says, "How did you meet this fellow?" "We met by accident. I hit him with the car."
Oh, that explains that.
Because they had no reservations at a busy restaurant, an elderly couple were told that they would have to wait 45 minutes to get a table. The man said, "Young man, we're both 90 years old. We may not have 45 minutes. They were seated."
That was smart.
I want to try that sometime. A preacher bought a lawnmower from a neighbor, but he couldn't get it to run. So he went to the neighbor and he said, "Why can't I get that lawnmower to run?"
Right.
And the neighbor says, "Okay, to get it to work, you have to curse it."
Yeah.
The preacher said, "But I haven't cursed in over 30 years. In that case, just keep on trying. It'll start. It'll come back to you."
Good advice. 2 more.
A police officer pulled over a driver and informed him that because he was wearing his seatbelt, he had won $5,000. And he said, "Now, can you tell us what you're going to do with the prize money, $5,000?"
Right.
And the man said, "Well, I guess I'll go to driver's school and get my driver's license." That's a mark against him. And his wife, who was seated next to him, said, "Officer, don't listen to him. He's a smart aleck when he's drunk." That's 2. This awakens the guy in the back seat. He blurts out when he sees the cop, "I knew we wouldn't get very far in this stolen car." That's 3. At that moment, there's a knock from the trunk, and the voice says, "Are we over the border yet?"
Oh, dang. Man, we could have ended it with that one. I didn't know it was going to be that good. One more. That was good.
Several shoppers in the 6-item express lane at the
Right.
grocery store stood in line quietly fuming because, ignoring the sign, a woman ahead of them had slipped her buggy in front of them into that express lane.
Oh, really? Uh-oh.
And so she's got her buggy piled high.
Right.
And just then the cashier beckoned that woman come on forward and check her groceries out. And so he looked into the cart and he said to the lady very sweetly, "Now, which 6 items do you want to pay for?"
Ooh. That's pretty good.
Put her in her place, didn't it?
It sure did. It sure did. Well, I'll let you tell one more.
Okay. The farmer was returning from the market with a crate of chickens, 1 crate his father had entrusted to him, when all of a sudden the box fell off the truck and broke, and the chickens ran everywhere. They went in all directions.
I'd say so.
But the determined boy walked all over the neighborhood, scooping up the chickens that he could see,
Okay.
and he kept them putting them back into another crate. And he hoped he'd found them all, and the boy reluctantly returned home expecting he would get reprimanded by his daddy.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Because he felt like some of the chickens were gone. He says, "Pa, the chickens got loose, but I managed to find all 12 of them."
Right.
"Well, you did
Okay.
real good. You left with 7.
That is a good one, isn't it? Those were all good.
I think that's pretty good.
Well, all of them were, and even all of Albertology was funny today, Papa. I like that. Well, it is picking up the wind outside, isn't it?
It's getting rough looking.
Well, maybe it'll eventually. It's been like this all week, so sure that we're going to have some relief from it soon. I sure hope so. But that is it for this edition, though, of the Albert and Billy Show. We can tease a new show coming to BTC Fiber. We're going to have Mike and Bradley, which that'll be entertaining in itself.
At the games, when they call the game?
No, they'll be doing a show, it's a sports talk show called Warrior Talk. Yeah.
Well, that'll be interesting.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I can honestly say a lot of people tell me they listen just to hear them talk to each other.
Oh, really?
Yeah, oh yeah. There's some funny, it'll be funny, I can promise you that.
Well,
Bradley's funny. A lot of people don't realize how funny Bradley Hargis is, but he's funny. So yeah, have to tune in for that one, folks. That'll be just around the corner. But that's it for this edition of the Albert and Billy Show. I hope you guys, we hope you guys have a great weekend and great week, as it looks like somebody just ran a stop sign right in front of, right there. Wow, I know I just didn't see that, but I did.
Like a citizen.
That's right. But anyway, we will see you guys next time for another all-new edition of the Albert and Billy Show. So until then, you guys have a great week, and we'll see you guys next time.
See you later.
Hey folks, Albert and Billy here. You're watching us on Channel 18, BTC Fiber. Check us out on BTC Fiber YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and like. And check out our Facebook page. Be sure to like and share. Thanks everybody for watching.